Hi, welcome to another episode of Conversation with the CEO. My name is James Pierre, filling in today for Leigh Toney. In 1946, J.C.A. Jackson and Demas Jackson, husband and wife, leased a 500 square foot property at 1333 Northwest 2nd Avenue from John's Missionary Baptist Church to open Jackson Soul Food Restaurant. Today, the 950 Northwest 3rd Avenue location continues to serve the Overtown community and visitors and residents of Miami-Dade County, serving up traditional soul food culinary delight such as their famous catfish. And to talk more about that today, joining us is Antwon Wimberly from the Own Business. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, sir.
So the business has been there for more than 40 years now. Let's take our viewers back to the creation of such wonderful restaurant from your grandparents.
Yes, well, what I know, from being around, it's been good. And I watch, we have daily customers that come in, it's like family. And they walk in, they want their same orders, and we serve it up. And my granddaddy, he passed away, and he definitely have left the legacy.
Yeah. Where that idea came from? It could be anywhere, Why Overtown?
My granddaddy had an idea, and he that's what he went with. Overtown, we grew up there and everything.
Yeah. And growing up in Overtown, and we know how the neighborhood could be, and what we're seeing on TV
Yes.
most of the time and other medias. What can you recall from growing up in
Growing
that
up, it was rough. It was really rough. You had the crime rate high. To now today, everything is easing out, and Overtown is recreating itself. Once you couldn't come out at night, or shooting and everything else. To now it's partying. Once whites couldn't walk through, now you see them all day walking around. Yeah. So that evolves our business and our brand. And it's a beautiful thing, actually.
I've heard that your grandparents wanted to have the economic power, because we've heard so much on what's going on over town.
Yes.
Why not having a business by African American there in order to make a difference? So that restaurant is there. So based on that time, 500 square feet from a church, and so I want to do something. So that business has expanded.
Yes.
Obviously, your grandparents, they play a major role
yes.
into that. So you are now preserving the legacy.
Yes.
So describe the restaurant for our viewers. What is it inside?
When you come, we try to make it as good of a visit that you can have. Come in, we try to make you feel as comfortable, serving good cooked food, and we just try to make it a very, very great experience for you. We have out-of-towners that come in, and they come, they eat, and they love the food, and they really,
Yeah. That's why I was wondering the reception of the communities
Yes.
around such a place, how they they react to such a wonderful restaurant.
Yes, they love it. They love it. They love it. And it's all all demographics come in and they eat. We have our boiled fish. The Bahamians love the boiled fish, as does the locals. And then you have the fried liver. Everybody come in. Everybody have their favorite dish, and they come in and they enjoy their food. They enjoy the service and the biscuits. Yeah. That's their number one. They love the biscuits. It comes from my granddaddy Demas. He whips them up every morning. Now my mom does it. Charlene, she does it, and they love the biscuit, freshly made every day. Yeah. So.
Wow. Like I said at the beginning, restaurant been there for more than 40 years. Would you consider that a success?
Yeah. I think it's a success. It hasn't been easy, but yes, it is a success. And soon we'll be opening our second location, which would be like on 145th Street and 27th Avenue. And Lord willing, we should be going into the airport soon if everything works out fine.
Of course, today we're talking about Jackson Soul Food, but I wanted to expand the word of success. What do you think make a restaurant a successful one inside of that neighborhood, Overtown?
Like you say, we've been over 40 years now. So with the clientele steady growing, and we able to create jobs for the locals that's in the community, and be able to provide for families, which is always good. And That's where the most of our workers come from, inside the community, and it's like family when you come in there.
Creating jobs obviously is very important, as you
Yes,
mentioned that.
very.
Tell me quickly about the employees that you have in there. They from Overtown?
Yes.
Or they from other cities?
Yes, from Overtown, from basically Overtown, Liberty City, Opa-locka. Right now we have 2 workers that just started working with us. They from down south, from out of the Goose area. So, you know, we try to keep them coming in and provide as much as we can.
Antwon, you consider yourself as the 3rd generation.
Yes.
Obviously, I have a lot to learn from your grandparents, from your
Yes,
mother,
yes.
now you. What have you learned, and what are you still learning from your mother as on the manager of the business in order to keep that success going on?
Right now, yeah, it's definitely dealing with people. You got to know how to communicate and treat people. That's like a main thing with our business. When you come in 6 in the morning and you're hungry, hey, you come in and you're like you're home, because everybody knows each other, you know, from the Port of Miami, all the longshoremen come in, you have your doctors, your teachers, everybody come in and everybody know each other. So that's really a feel good when you can come in and you communicate with everybody and everybody's happy and talking.
Very important point, customer service.
Yes.
Even though if it's a family business, but you treat everybody as professional as if you were working on another place. Tell me about the relationship inside the restaurant.
In the restaurant, you have my mom there. You have my 2 aunties. You have my sister, and you have my 2 brothers. It's very close-knit, and you know that sometimes could be a problem, but it all meshed together pretty well. Okay.
Absolutely. You're watching Conversation with the CEO. My name is James Pierre, fitting in today for H. Leigh Toney. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Be creative. Be a hero. Be the solution. Be connected. Be innovative. Be global. Be successful. Be you. Be MDC. Be Miami-Dade College.
Welcome back to Conversation with the CEO. Antwon, before the commercial, we talked about the history of the restaurant, Jackson
Yes.
Soul Food in Overtown. Now I want to talk about the operational process inside of that restaurant. So you guys open at 6 o'clock?
Yes, it's open at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
But it's not 6 o'clock that you open the door that you start business.
No, we there 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Yes, we at the stores 5 in the morning, and getting supplies and getting all the meat and everything. And then 6 o'clock we open.
Wow.
So it is a process.
From 6 o'clock to what time?
6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Yes, 6 in the morning to 7 p.m.
Wow, wow. Tell me about the daily basis inside of that restaurant. What do you do yourself?
Me, myself, I do pretty much everything, from the cooking to the cashier to stocking. So by me being inside the restaurant since young age, I have learned pretty much everything. So I try to keep busy doing a little bit of everything now.
It's very interesting that you mentioned that you do a bit of everything, because having several hats help you understand the how the business is and
Yes.
how to preserve that.
Definitely.
Is that the same way you do with the other employees? You do the several positions, so they
Yes,
rotate
pretty
in?
much in Jackson Soul Food, you got to know everything. So you just can't be stuck just on one thing. You got to be able to fill in when somebody's not there. So we pretty much try to teach our employees how to operate, from the grill to the fryer to dishwashing, if that's, But we try to keep everybody busy.
A very direct question. How is the relationship with you and your mother? I know she's teaching you a lot about the business. So how is the relationship on a daily basis there?
It's great. It's great. It's not easy, but it's great.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Not easy, but it's
some days.
Dealing with my mom is it's not easy. It's not easy. That's all I can say.
Yeah. But it's wonderful to know that. Let's talk about the menu. When someone go to Jackson Soul Food, what is it inside? What do you have in the menu?
We have, like I say, our famous biscuits. Then you have the different fish. You have catfish, you have tilapia, you have bullfish, you have the different chickens, the smothered, the fried chicken, the grilled chicken breasts. You have, at dinner, you have the oxtail, the yellowtail.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a wide range of everything.
Wow. And Jackson Soul Food is well known for the catfish. Tell me more about that.
Definitely for the catfish. We have our special seasoning that we put on that catfish, and everybody loves it, as well as the tilapia.
And people come from everywhere.
They come from
Overtown
everywhere.
and
Yes.
Liberty City, and you name it, come
Yes.
to taste the food.
Yes, and every year we try to add a dish or two to the menu to keep it fresh.
Wow. Let's talk about regulations. I know the city has, its own regulations on how to operate. How you deal with that? To respect the
Yes.
laws, and also to
Definitely
be a
got to make sure the
successful
restaurant is, and definitely make sure it's clean. That's one. Definitely got to make sure all your bills paid, and that hasn't been so easy. Everything comes around, but we respect all the regulations and we take care of it. And that's why when you come in, we pass all our inspections with no problem.
Yeah. So you have so many to deal with, not only the city coming in and do the inspection, but also you have the customer service. That is
customer
very
service,
important. That is key
definitely.
to deal with.
Dealing with people, it haven't been easy. But to have a restaurant, you got to deal with them. So we try to make sure everybody's pleased. And that's the number one thing. Try to make sure your food is fast out. You have people that come in and sit down. And sometimes, we're not a fast food restaurant. You might have 50 customers in front of you, but we still try to make sure everybody get their food in a decent time. And that's key for us.
Obviously, you found a legacy from your grandparents.
Yes.
That restaurant in Overtown.
Yes.
What does that mean to you now, third generation, managing the restaurant? What does that mean to you having a restaurant in Overtown?
For the legacy that my granddaddy and my mom have put in place, I think it's very important to me to sustain it. So if we're going in the future, I want to make sure I, myself, keep it going for the fourth generation. So right now we are looking to open up, several different locations. But right now on 145th Street and 27th Avenue, we should be opening up in the next month. So March, we should be opening up in March, the next location. But it's very important because what they've done has been hard work. And I definitely got to put my hard work to make sure it keep going.
Someone may add that this is history.
Yes, it's
having
definitely
an African-American restaurant in Overtown
Yes.
for more than
Yes, that's a long
40
time.
years.
Yes, it's definitely important to me though.
Wow. And also to your
To
family.
my family,
at the
period.
same time.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah. You were telling me about some difficulties that you dealt with and your family having the restaurant in that location. What are they?
Just, being able to spread your brand, because being in the Overtown community in the past, everyone don't look at Overtown as being somewhere you could come. Mm-hmm. So just staying in that period of time and still being in place over so many years is very important, because now not only do the community get to taste the food, everyone get to taste the food because the community is changing. So that's been a good thing.
Yeah. I was talking with my producer, Stephanie. She was telling me not only you guys making history over there, but it's also a place for therapy. In the African-American community, we are looking for a place to talk, to share ideas. So they go there to your restaurant as well, not only to eat the food, but also to make peace, to talk about several issues, whether they think it's good for them to pass the time.
Yes. With that, they come, and we have two sides to the restaurant. So we have a lot of meetings on one side where people come and they get together and they talk about the violence that's going on in the community and try to come up with different ways to make things better. And then not only that, we have our local schools like Booker T. Washington. They come and eat every Saturday, like the old generations. They come and eat. And, it's a good thing.
Wow.
Different schools, Miami Northwestern, Booker T. Washington, Miami Central, they will book our other side and come eat and have a good time. And they love our service and they love the food. So it all goes together.
A gold inside of the community.
Yes.
Nice to say. A gold inside of the community, Jackson Soul Food. We are watching a conversation with the CEO, and I really invite you to go to Overtown, be part of that restaurant so you can see the other side of that wonderful location. You're watching Conversation with the CEO. My name is James Pierre, filling in for Leigh Toney. We're going to take another break. When we come back, much more to know about the future of Jackson Soul Food.
Be creative. Be a hero. Be the solution. Be connected. Be innovative. Be global. Be successful. Be you. Be MDC. Be Miami-Dade College.
Welcome back to Conversation with the CEO. Today, the spotlight is on Jackson Soul Food. With time, love, commitment, quality food offering, and dedication to loyal customer service, JC and them has cultivated Jackson Soul Food into a first-class generational family business. And now, talking about the first generation, the second generation, which is your mother.
Yes.
Charlene.
Charlene, yeah. She's the
Tell
anchor.
me about that wonderful woman.
She's the anchor. I mean, I don't know how she does it. To getting up 3 in the morning, to making sure everything is prepared. I don't know how she does it, but she's a wonderful woman, and she's the hardest working woman I know.
Yeah. She's the big boss as an owner manager, right?
She's the owner manager. I call her Jerry Jones of Jackson Soul Food. She don't play.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great.
She does not play. That's a wonderful lady.
I'm wondering the beautiful part of it if you work for a restaurant, so you don't have to pay for the food.
No.
So you have your, so you cook your own food. That's the best part of it.
Yes.
So now, Antwon, I know the future of the restaurant is not only staying in Overtown.
No.
So you're expanding it?
Yes,
Tell
we're
me a bit about
expanding. We should be opening up in March in the Opelika area off 125th and 27th Avenue. Then not only that, we have, like I said, with the airport situation, hopefully everything goes well. You'll be able to get some eggs and grits in Miami International Airport to serve everybody. Therefore, international people could come in and get some good soul food as well.
And the menu is going to be the same?
Yes, probably scale it down just a little bit, but yeah, you'll be able to get basically a lot of it.
Are you ready for that community? Because that community is not only African-American community. You have Hispanic there, you have Haitians. So would you, I don't know if you're going to change the menu, but will you accommodate, the culture change?
Yes, and if you're to go in a restaurant, I mean, you basically accommodate a lot of different people. So with that being said, we'll take away some things and we'll keep some things.
Obviously, you're going to need new employees over there.
Yes, new employees.
So you start the training? How does it work?
Right now, we just started training a couple of people for the Opelika area location, and it's going pretty well. Right now, we're hiring through Workforce, so you can put your application in through Workforce, and that's how we're handling things right now.
So you consider yourself a successful owner now, preserving that legacy.
Yes.
What do you think makes you a wonderful, successful person, or wonderful, successful business owner?
What makes it a success is the fact that we have survived. Because at one point in time, it was just blacks in the community. And
the Overtown.
Overtown, just predominantly black. To now we're able to capitalize on everything that's going on around us, and everyone is able to enjoy the food because now everyone is not scared to come in the community right now. So that's definitely been a successful part, just being able to sustain the legacy of my granddaddy, Mr. Demas Jackson. So it's been good.
Okay. I'm wondering why Opelika that you choose as a second location to expand the business?
Like I said, Miss Charlene, she's the anchor.
Yeah.
So when she calls a shot, that's what it is. That's where we're going.
Then you're going there.
And that's where we're going next.
Yeah. And I think that's a good way of making others believe in their dream.
Yes.
You know, you can face multiple difficulties, but if you stay in your community, you invest in your community, the prize will come eventually.
Yes, eventually.
So you stayed in Overtown, even though it was, you know, rough at a certain amount of time.
Yes, really rough.
Where you talk about some problems, but you changed that into something more powerful, something really important.
Yes, definitely. We're stable in the community, and with that being said, our customers bring others. And then, like they said, the word of mouth are the best advertisement. And once you come taste them biscuits and you taste the delicious grits, you're coming back. You can't just have it just once.
Obviously, as an entrepreneur, you like to share as well advice, ideas with others to make them be a better person. Let's say there's a student right now watching the show and feel like, man, Antwon is doing great. I want to follow his path. What is he has to do?
If you have a dream, stick with it. Don't bail out on it. Follow your dreams and work hard at it, because nothing is easy. It's not easy. And that's what I tell them first.
It's not easy. It's never going to be easy.
No.
So you have to do the sacrifices. You wake up at
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning, that's when it starts for us. 4 o'clock, we at the stores. We're making sure everything is getting prepared, making the biscuits, laying them pans of bacon. And it's hard. It's hard, but you got to do it. Your hours is never just 8.
Wow. It's much more than that.
It's much more than that. You never know you need it. You never know you got to do something. So, you know, it's definitely you got to sacrifice. And you got to believe in your dream, and you got to go for it.
Where do you see Jackson Soul Food in the next 10 or 15 years from now?
Next 10, 15 years, 100 locations. I love the franchise. I would. I'm not sure what my mom would like to do, but I would. I like to see a bigger brand. I like to see us helping the community out, not just in Miami, Broward, and all over the world. I want to take it big as we can.
Yeah. And not only in Miami,
not
but
only in Miami.
You talk about Broward, you talk about like the South Florida.
Sky's the limit.
Obviously, having a restaurant is a business, but you're also giving back to the community because you chose to stay inside of that community.
Yes.
Why do you think it's so important to give back in any capacity that someone may have?
Well, giving back is very important because at the same time, those are the ones that have supported you, from the beginning until now. You know, I'm older, so I grew up with a lot of them, of our customers, and I watched them. I have coached them in football. So I see them come back and they still eat and they still support us on anything we have going on. So it's very important to give back to the local communities, to the Optimus football clubs. And, you know, it's very important.
Antwon, I cannot end that interview without asking you to share again the location of that restaurant and how someone, if I say, you know what, I want to eat there, I want to know what is it about. Where exactly in Overtown you guys located?
We are located at 950 Northwest 3rd Avenue. And soon we'll be located at 145th Street and 27th Avenue. If you want some good home-cooked breakfast or some good soul food, come to Jackson Soul Food.
And it's from 6 to?
From 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Monday through
Monday
Friday? Monday through Sunday?
Sunday, every day, no days off.
So you don't have a day off?
No, I don't have a day off. There are no days off for me.
I can hear Stephanie say, yeah, I love eating there, but I'm not, you know.
7 days a week for me. I don't know what taking a day off. My mom don't take a day off, so how could I?
Wow. Antwon, it is truly an honor having you here, and I hope that many of our viewers will watch you and be inspired and also want to take more steps towards helping our community be a much better community.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you as well to you for watching Conversation with the CEO. My name is James Pierre, filling in for Leigh Toney. We'll see you next time.